Hi guys, it's Spectre here. Welcome back to some more Total Warhammer 3. This is my 100 turn head start campaign with Skarsnik. We're continuing after a very weird one last time where I had Wood Elves come all the way from Cathay to come pay me a visit. Luckily they weren't actually after me, they were after this tree, which didn't end too well for them. And now I'm trying to treat farm some better lords. Why does he get mushroom addicted? I'm pretty sure your lords are supposed to change like every 10 turns, and these have been this for a while. I'll see if they change. If not, then I'll buy one and get rid of them. Because the problem is the lords come back and your recruitment pool, you just end up being up some metric shit ton of lords. I don't want to go through that really. With the heroes I'm fine because the heroes don't come back. He still needs a River Hag troll. And then I can try and get some for my third army. There's no point trying to go about making a fourth army because I haven't got enough capacity for Blackrock big bosses as of yet. I will need another city and I can't do that until turn 100. A moment though, I don't know what's going on here because Kadrink's been out that way. He's declared war on me but he's not attacked me. It brought an army this way but when I put that army there they buggered off. Because once I'm able to attack I'm going to take Grom Peak if I can. Because Grom Peak's got a landmark building in, that one. And as it says, +5 leadership for goblins and night goblin units, all armies, which is really, really good.
Skarsnik, warlord of eight.
He's getting his ass kicked, but we might as well, fuck it. I'm not going to get anything with the Chaos Dwarves, I've got a -100 aversion. I've got no chance. Oh bloody hell, where's this come from? Skaven Plague? From where? Oh no. It's got to be adjacent. Then again, hang about it. Oh, that's my territory. That's my territory all the way down there, Jesus. So, they've had a Skaven Plague there. It's spread to Mount Squighorn, and now it's spread to the High Place. Fan-fucking-tastic. Can it not spread anymore? Looks like he wiped out Azag. How many territories has he got? 12. Fucking hell. The one time you don't want strong dwarves when you're playing Greenskins. Clan Angren to strength rank 1 and Karak Kadna strength rank 4. Hang about, so who's strength rank 2 and 3? They're strength rank 7, that's at least not bad. I can't see them. I'm going to guess strength rank 2 and 3 are either High Elves, Dark Elves or Cathay. Waiting until turn 100 as well is really bad for Skarsnik, same as it is for Queek and Clan Angrand, because obviously if you wait 100 turns, an ally could end up getting Karak 8 peaks, which is not something you want. I think it's worse for Clan Angrand because they get a much bigger negative than the Skaven and the Greenskins do. Like, what's ours? We just have -2 control of provinces. And you can literally counteract that with that research. It'd be up a plus of 1, essentially.
Don't think that cushion.
God, they don't like clan verms either. Fuck these guys, I'm gonna have to fight cast dwarves probably as well. It's gonna come down to it.
Orcs tell me to listen, so talk.
Why did that guy sound like a goblin when it's an orc?
What?
Well, now it sounds like an orc. That's weird.
This way. Anything you say.
If it's in a positive with the army outside of it, I don't want to be inside the city. Because I might end up getting procrastinator. Simple thing with procrastinator, it's just being inside a town or a city for too many consecutive turns. And if you've got high public order. So the public order is green, and you can step an army outside of it, and it's still got a plus of even 1. It's fine. Just keep your army outside. Then you can put them into either ambush stance, so you can try and get your ambuscade trait. You can usually try and use a raiding camp stance, but obviously don't use that for Greenskins. Normally it'd just be encampment stance, so it wouldn't have a detrimental effect on your province. But there's no point using that for Greenskins. So you can just sit there, either an ambush stance or a normal stance, and you won't ever get procrastinator outside of a town or city. It's only if you're inside. If you weren't moving at all, that'd be a bullshit thing for CA to do, because your armies can't be moving all the time constantly. And especially not if you're doing a 100 turn AI head start, because the whole point is you're giving the AI a head start. It's a much better authentic way to play the game. So far, all the feedback I've heard from my friends and fellow Total War players, they all love it. They're all finding it amazing. So it seems I've had a really good original idea. I just hope as I get more campaigns rolled out, other people start to enjoy it as much as we guys are as well. Your veteran players as well, especially, they're going to really enjoy it. I've had a friend of mine tell me that he's had quite a few campaigns where he's had to restart from like turn 35, he just can't get past it. Grimgore seems almost unwinnable apparently, so that's a tricky one.
Use me, I see dead things.
Use me, I see dead things. What the fuck? don't want these traits on shamans. Give me good traits. Actually, I'll get rid of that one as well. I mean, this one, it's a good, what I call a general trait. It's not as good as what it used to be in Warhammer 2, but it's a general trait, and it's good for leveling up that character. So your character levels up 15% faster. Now, bear in mind, I'm already getting 100% more experience by being one of Skarsnik's faction traits. So I don't really need 115% experience. But, obviously, this ability completely goes to disuse at level 50. At level 50, you don't need it anymore. I'd rather have an ability I can continue to use, like Disciplined, like Mushroom Addicted, like Confident. I want something I can use throughout the entirety of the campaign.
I like a good plan.
See, even Tough's okay. Tough's better than that, because at least you've permanently got 25 more armor and 5 more melee defense. And yet again, he's got Mushroom fucking Addicted.
What do you want?
Why?
You're the boss.
You don't need it. He doesn't need these either, to be fair. See, that one's not bad on a Goblin Big Boss. Because ambush success chance plus 10% armies in local owned region. You've got to own the region is a bit crap. But they can make it work. Especially while on defense.
Strongest, meanest.
But it's like putting like Mushroom Addicted onto a Goblin Big Boss who you'd never have in an army. The only people that put Goblin Big Bosses in armies is the AI. Nobody else is that stupid. You don't need them in your armies. They are the best scouts, one of the best scouts in the game. They've got Assassinate and Block Army on the same character, as well as Destroy Walls. They are extremely fucking useful as what they do. And then also on top of that, wherever the hell he is.
Mr. Stabby. Oni.
Why did he stop moving? So not only have they got 3 awesome abilities, they've also got Stalker for 12% campaign line of sight. Something a lot of other heroes in other factions don't have. So he can see further than most other heroes. So it's a way to spot other enemy armies, potentially trying to, catch you out. He's one of the perfect scouts. You do not ever want them in your armies. You want them out on the campaign map doing what they do best. They should not ever be in your army. There's no good valid reason for it. Where the others have all got good valid reason to be in your army. Even the Goblin Shamans, if you want to use that lore of magic. Personally, I'd never take a Goblin Shaman because Orc Shamans are much better. And you don't need both. And they've got 11 turns until pop 5. Probably because that's also reducing the bleeding growth. Then again, they've got it as well. But they're going to get pop 5 in 3 turns. And then turn before I can destroy these. Because I won't need it anymore. The only problem with having Skaven as a neighbour is if they have one of their plague priests come out and they go and set off a plague somewhere, those plagues can bounce and go bloody everywhere. And it minuses 30 growth and minuses 50% of your income. And then can cause attrition as well on your armies and your garrisons. So annoying.
Get going.
Greenskins are the potential to be a very, very rich faction, because what you've got to think of is... Oh god, that's bringing minus 43, fuck's sake. So that's bringing 500, plus 7% for whatever that's from. So 535. Bear in mind that a gold mine only brings in 600 normally. So you're talking about 100 less than a gold mine. And you can build it in every single town and every single city. It's a phenomenal way to get money. The downside to Greenskins is at the moment they can't really establish trade agreements, which is shit. But I'm hoping when they get their update, they can trade with other Greenskins, with Skaven, and with Ogres. And to a lesser extent, Chaos Dwarves. Because they should be able to trade with all those factions anyway. I don't know why they haven't been able to through 2 games. But they should be able to. And hopefully they fix the goddamn Black Hawk Big Boss building. So they can actually get more ranks. See, he's got a good trait. But I can't recruit him. But he'd be for the 4th army anyway. Yes, finally we have one. And they haven't got one either, so that's what they needed.
What you want?
I don't want to see that fucking trait again. I've had it twice in a row.
Use me to correct green flows.
I'm not being funny as well, that trait is even useless as fuck when you're playing Azag, Wurzag or Grimgor. I mean, 10% off your upkeep, your recruitment cost is nothing. Upkeep would be really useful. But your recruitment cost would be fucking nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, even 10% off for him, I'd be like 127. What am I going to do with 127? I'm pulling in 4k a turn, I've got 123k in the bank. It's nothing. I don't even think Black Hawks cost as much as him to recruit. Even if it was 2,000, you're saving 200. Big whoop. What a useless fucking trade. And it gives you +1 rank. I couldn't care less. I mean, if that thing's still down here, if it still works properly. There's that one. They've changed that one now. That doesn't work the same way that it did. But I don't know what the idea is with iron mines. Iron mines used to give an increased, I think it was 3 increased rank to Big Uns and Black Hawks. Just recruit them in a province like that if you're going to recruit them. So much better. That only gives you +1. It's garbage. I mean, you get +1 from your tech tree. Just some of the traits they've got on the game for heroes and lords, some are just absolute shit. And literally only recruit them if you need them immediately. Like if you're about to become under threat by an army and you need them. Within like the next turn or two. Other than that. And now I've got like a massive surplus of money. I'm getting way more money a turn than what I'm spending. So I'll just trait farm. I'll make sure I get useful heroes. I don't want shit traits. The heroes are a small part of the army, less than 20% of the army. Or, actually no, exactly 20% of the army. Not 25%.
Leading from the front. Whoa. Don't think that.
I've got no problem trait farming heroes. Lords, I've got a bit more of a problem with because all you do is then you end up with a stacked goddamn lord pool. So when you go on here to recruit, you'll just have fucking lords coming out of the arse. Now see, that is a bloody good trait. So I just updated, it got rid of the tough one. Hasn't got rid of him yet, but confident is good. That is one that I will take.
Nasty magic's ready. Don't push me. Nasty magic's ready.
Did I level it up twice with that guy or not?
Yeah. The
Remember,
tribe's ready.
I didn't max it out. I mean, in all honesty, I probably should put one into the blue tree right at the beginning as well. Just 5% more movement speed.
What?
Do what I says. Gonna rip you gits into shape.
Though I'm not having that name. That name's terrible.
Not big enough for anything. Now they'll see. You need me.
Well, actually, what I might do as well with these. So I'm going to have a fair few, and it's going to get confusing later. That's what I wanted. We'll just have another one name.
Lots of plans.
Obviously can't change this, but I know Skarsnik's my first army anyway, it's fine. Army 2, Army 3, right.
Big hold. Never lose.
He's already got a big boss, what's he got? He's got mushroom addicted, that's fine.
Oh, yes.
That again? It's 3 times in a row. Clearly I don't want that trait. Stop giving me that bloody trait. Fuck me. I don't know, I'll recruit one of these guys and see if that helps, and then they can put the fucking big bully one in there. I don't want big bully's crap.
Nasty magic's ready.
And see, this one, Perceptive, that's an okay trait, really, but for Goblin Big Boss. Because then that plus Stalker, they've got 22% campaign line of sight. So they can see really far, which for a scout is exactly what you want. And yet again, they get mushroom addicted.
Let's get stubborn.
Something that is completely and utterly useless to them.
River throw hag.
Let's see if by doing that you can get it the right way round. Put the mushroom addicted on the troll and give the perceptive to the goddamn big boss. It's like these ones, basically, they're just no use to them. Same as mushroom addicted. They're all useless traits because they're not... In fact, let's just get rid of all these traits because these traits are stupid. I need a trait that benefits them on the campaign map. If it's not benefiting them on the campaign map, it's a useless goddamn trait. They need something that is for the campaign map. As I said, I'll even take Cunning. Cunning is something I can at least work with. It does something on the campaign map. But these traits they're getting are designed for heroes inside your armies. Which I get there's a lot more traits of, which makes more sense because you want a lot of heroes generally in your armies. Do I recruit you some units? Or not? See, recruitment costs there even 10%. It's like, what? I save 20. Wow, okay. And see as well, with your upkeep being, what, 4% per army. Is he just following that hero the entire time? You basically need, like, 4 armies before you see a reduction from 1 mushroom addicted. Because mushroom addicted is minus 15% upkeep on your goblins. So 4 would bring it to 16%. So you'd be paying 1% over 1 mushroom addicted character. So if I've got 1 per army, it's then just slightly over. Now bear in mind I'm still getting 40% from the faction trait, which is going to take a lot longer to counteract that. But then there's also cases where I've got more than 1. It's like I've got him in there, and I think she's got it as well. Yeah. So there I've got 30%. So plus that, that's 70%. Plus the research, you've got what? 20% there, and I think 5? So 25 there. There's another 10 coming up here. So that's 35. So that's over 100% my units are free. So I need a lot of armies to basically make the supply lines where it's costing me more money. They will start to gradually cost more, but when they're so cheap and yet so good, you can just chuck armies out. And I think that's the whole point of like a War and the Green Tide sort of thing. Oh no, Clan Moors has gone to war with Thingy. Clan Verm's has only just gone to war with Carrot Cadrin. What territory have Clan Verm's got? They've got 6 settlements, but their army's all either wank or they've not got many of them, which is weird for Skaven. So they've got the full province there, right, okay. That's part of what I need into my objectives. And to destroy them, I've got to destroy Clan England. I've got to destroy Clan Moors anyway, fair enough. And then I've got to control Karakate Peaks. Oh, you can control it though through vassals or military allies. Alright, okay. Destroying Clan England is probably going to be the biggest part of it. I think there's going to be a ball ache. Yeah, because they've got 12 settlements, and they're really strong. But we'll worry about Clan England once we've... Well, one, I want to take these 2 at least here. I can then always position that army there. I ain't got to go in and wipe out Carrot Cadrin.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 Peaks.
Great, bro. I'm the great green prophet. Speak your words.
Come before the cloud.
Oh, I've already got military access.
Slay reverence thinking.
I'm just making sure I can walk through that guy's territory without pissing him off. I don't want to get like bad relations, because if your reliability goes down, then you're less likely to get things with people who I do want. And I'm going to try and get things with Wurzag and Grimgor. I'm guessing Azag's already dead. So I've not seen him, and usually by now you have.
Yes, boss. Drink marrow.
Oh, we need to make a space, don't we?
Not big enough for anything. Fill my belly.
There you go. Now, as I said, usually I'd put like 1 unit on the end, like in Ragnarok, a giant, maybe a rogue idol, or a unit of trolls, either stone trolls or the river trolls. River trolls are usually quite good because they have the same effect as the giant river hag troll, which is reduces like melee attack of enemy units. But because I've got his minus 40% upkeep, I want to have as many nasty skulkers in the army as I possibly can. I'm going to keep his Ragnarok in there because he started with it, but if it dies, I'll replace it with a unit of skulkers. Might as well recruit his army. And when he's gone back up anyway, since we got rid of that horrible thing. Right, okay. So my patience paid off a little bit there, where I just waited for a good trait. I may need to trait form maybe later on, but I'm not worried about it right now. I've got a decent amount of armies. And then this one should change next. And then I'm just not piling up loads of lords. And of course he's got it. But I don't want any of these. Because one of the other important things is, because you're trying to get all the buffs that you can, is the Goblin Great Shamans have Goblin Tide. And it's not so much for the 15 armour, but you want that 6 more melee attack. It is really, really useful. Because you get that from there. So basically getting 12 melee attack on units before you get to rank 7. And then at rank 7 they're getting leadership, weapon strength and physical resistance. Confident, nice, another good one. They've already got a shaman, haven't they? They got disciplined on theirs. Nice, okay. Right. Confident we can use. That's actually a good trait.
What you want? Wants me.
Level 11, Jesus. He's gonna wait a while to get that.
The tribe's ready.
Oh, he's already got his ball. Right, okay, fair enough. Right, so he's got Mushroom Addicted Black Oak Big Boss. He's got a confident Orc Shaman. All we need is a River Hag Troll with a decent trait. Something that supports the army rather than the individual. I'll wait because we should get one more on here. I think.
You want schemes? I got schemes.
Yes. Skarsnik gained Ambuscade.
Right, I'm the boss.
I just saw Belagar.
So what's your turn?
He wants a non-aggression, but he wants me to pay him 10,000. How about no? You want a non-aggression, mate? It's for free, or you're paying me. I don't mind it being for free. I'm not one who has to just like sponge them for money the entire time, sort of thing. If they're offering it for free, because it benefits us both, seems like a trade agreement. What annoys me more than anything is
Supreme ruler of 8 pigs.
when you get like a trade agreement and it's giving you both money, and sometimes the AI is getting more money out of the deal than you are. Hers is more for Spirit Leech anyway. And we can cast that every now and then, I suppose. Reduces damage and stuff and armour. It's possible.
The tribe's ready.
Mork summons me.
Me.
I'll recruit up to there, and I'm going to leave that one spot for River Hag Troll. Hey, we got a good one. But, in fact, no, because we do have one. We do, don't we? We do have one. Yeah. I want one Mushroom Addicted in every army. I don't mind if it's the Lord or one of the heroes. I just want one Mushroom Addicted in every single army. Because then it offsets the supply lines by a bit. Because next time we get another army, it's going to be at 12%. And then the next one after that, I'll put it at 16, so it'll be slightly over. But obviously we've got that as well. So actually, yes, I can take her. Good name as well, Grimfang.
River throw hag.
One I can both pronounce and like. Right, and that's that third army complete.
It comes, it comes.
And I think he's got it as well, hasn't he? Yeah, so that's 6 extra leadership they're going to have. Which may not seem like much, but when there's only 2 weaknesses really. Maybe 3 of Skulkers. The main one is the poor leadership, as highlighted in red. So if they take too much damage, they will break and flee quite easily. The second one is their low armour, so they will take quite a bit of damage. The only protection you've really got is physical resistance, and that's only if it's not against magic or unit magic attacks, because they'll just then chew straight through you because you've got no protection pretty much at all, apart from your tiny bit of armour, and assuming they're not armour piercing, otherwise they're also chewing through that, and your melee defence. But the melee defence is also bad on Skulkers. That's their third weakness. But you can make Skulkers have stupidly high melee attack and hit ridiculously hard.
Who should we zap?
Now, what I can do is I don't think I'll continue trait farm at the moment, because I'll need another city at least. But if I can get one, if there's a good one already on, I will buy it for the 4th army. Because I can't get a 4th army yet, because capacity's capped out on these guys. So I'm maxed out.
I'm Trixie.
And we've got like another 40 turns yet to wait. But it just means I'm not waiting around for decent trait heroes. But this is one of the things you've got to take into account is, if you are going to build crap stacks, which is what Nasty Skulkers are, if you're going to build cheap shitty units, if you're one of the factions where you can trait farm, and you have the money in your treasury to do so, it's in your best interest to do so. I wouldn't generally trait farm lords. I'd try and wait for them to like naturally replace and see what you get, unless you don't mind having like a large pool of lords that are just like sat there with crap traits. But I would definitely trait farm your heroes if you're one of the factions that can.
Nasty magic's ready.
Do you take me for a wazzock?
That works.
I don't know if I want to send that in there.
Skulk wants me over there.
I'll risk it.
What? Who said? Come, eat rot flesh.
Don't think so.
Oh, his army's crap. Never mind. He's got fucking miners, 1 unit of normal dwarf warriors, and then a shitload of slayers. Slayers can be annoying, but slayers are generally anti-large. So, I'm not overly concerned by slayers. They've not got much armor piercing damage. That 24 extra damage they don't get that against me, so they've just got the basic 48. So, I'm okay against that. And slayers have actually got 0 armor, but we've at least got some armor. So, we'll burn through slayers when we can bump our melee attack, no problem.
Special.
And we can reduce theirs. And he's got Fist of Gork. And she can snipe the lords.
I will
And the
not
hero.
disgrace my ancestors.
Me.
Yeah, with crap stacks as well, you need to think about not only the traits on your heroes and lords, but also the items. Think of items that you can put on them that will either buff your units around them, so like if you've got like a necromancer on a corpse cart with zombies, and one that will buff your units or debuff theirs. Why are they all wanting that much money off me? No, I'm not paying you any money for that. Not a prayer. You want to come into my territory, either you pay me or it's free. Right. These guys are all a lot higher rank than mine, though.
The tribe's ready.
And I've also got brand new level heroes.
I'm special. Anything you say. Move. Now. Me. Anything you say. Plotting and scheming.
We can destroy these. Actually, I don't need those. It's already gone to tier 5. Damn it. See, I could have attacked him when he was in my territory. If he would have retreated, I could attack him again, even if he fled out my territory, but then just come back afterwards. But now he's gone out my territory, I can't attack him.
Ready, bigger, next, fuller. Move. Fine. It comes.
I'll move him there, and I'll pop him in that. Because these are a lot higher ranked, they've got the better stats, and they've got the higher ranking heroes. Because the heroes being ranked up is also pretty fucking important. Max that one out. Yeah. And that building is really, really good for what you need in those. I build it in my cities if there's not something else I need to build in its place. But otherwise, it's really good. Because you get ambush success chance in your province plus 10%. So for each one of those, you're getting 10% extra, which is ridiculous. income sacking and looting plus 2% all characters, income from raiding plus 2% all armies, but main one, income from post-battle loot plus 3% faction-wide. So that's stacking. So from these two alone, that's 6%. And obviously after every battle you're going to get money. You're just going to be getting a lot more money.
Skarsnik! This magic is real! Me protter's ready!
Oh, actually, I should probably look at a scout again. See if I've got a scout with a decent trait. He's going to attack them into. No.
We like an uninvited guest, don't we?
Don't know where he's going. Okay. It's fine. I'd be at war with him at some point anyway because I need to kill him. I need to do those two, do I? I'll do that one first. Some more money. If I could recruit them, because he's got discipline, that's a good one. Cunning I'll do. Cunning I'll take. I'll take cunning.
Says what?
Cunning I can make work.
I serve. What do I...
Because cunning's... it's only in the local owned region, not the province. So, if in the same region, I'll get 10% more ambush success chance.
Wants me?
But at least he has something that can work on the campaign map, rather than nothing. Just gonna have him down there as a scout.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
Looks like he's making a push in here anyway. Well, it's okay if he takes that, because I'll just take it back off him. Once I can attack, I do want Grand Peaks. I want that landmark building, and then we can just hold there if need be. Looks like Cadrin's actually fucking over the Chaos Dwarves as well.
Yeah, come on, lads. Now is the time to take back what? Yeah, there's fighting time.
I'm actually stronger than Grimgor now. But then again, saying that Grimgor's actually lost 4 settlements. He had 12 last time I checked. He's now only got 8. And he's lost 4 as well. He was on 12. Probably Belagar on that one. On him. Could be any. Could be Chaos Dwarves. Could be Cathay. Could be Archeon.
My cook's great.
Chosen.
I'm actually itching to get involved in a good scrap.
Now they'll see.
Oh yeah, you.
On it.
Move you into there. In fact, actually no, don't move you into there.
On it.
Put you in ambush stance. Just like they are. And it's with these units as well, the Skulkers, they're one of the few units I can say that have 2 decent scrap upgrades. And that's why I just mix and match both. I have half with the infantry and half with the perfect vigour, purely because you're not always going to be fighting infantry. Some armies will have cavalry size and up, so basically large units. So your bonus for infantry is useless against those. But the perfect vigour is always useful. I don't know why they've got 100 leadership. Oh, because that one. What's that? What the fuck? The banner. The banner makes them unbreakable.
Me.
They've got some about leadership, 67. They've got 64. And they've got 64 on their lower level as well, because of their so many comfort ones. And they've got they've got more than Skarsnik's units. Apart from those ones are rank 7. Ooh, population surplus 5, yes. Oh. If Wurzag can just hold on, I will come and help him.
Me and the lad got some time. What do you want?
Sure, why not? I don't think you get many Chimera down here. Right, that's upgrading, so we no longer need that or that. They can be destroyed. That can be fully upgraded. Can have both that and that. And see, that's with like a gold mine in there. If the gold mine wasn't in there, you could normally either take raiding stashes or the ability to see you can build Ragnarok spiders. In this particular campaign, I would go for raiding stashes. I wouldn't go for the Ragnarok thing. I'm building that where I can, if it's a big province like this one. This one's got essentially 1 building slot left. Don't need, really don't need. So that's the only other building ready to build. So I build that one and then I've got access to them from Karazakarak if I want to recruit them. But it would only be to keep my army, I suppose, like a little bit adaptive in its own way. Now these, you might think it weird that I'm taking these buff ones, but because I've got goblins, you might as well buff them up. Buff spells generally don't cost as much either, so you can cast them a lot more frequency. And apart from really the Foot of Gork, the rest of the goblin damaging spells or greenskin damaging spells are crap. So that's the only really decent damaging spell. And once you get into thicker melee combat, there's not really a great deal where you can cast that either. Now Here We Go is more expensive at 11, but then you can overcast it, but it's only cost 9, and you halve the cooldown. And plus it lasts for a phenomenal 38 seconds and affects all the allies in range, where this only affects 1 unit. So you're better off casting that one then. This one you can cast under certain circumstances. It does have its benefit, where you get more melee defense if you think you'll need it. but more importantly magical attacks if you're against like demons or something that has high physical resistance. But that one is better for your kill potential. Just a straight plus 40 melee attack. I mean, that generally, in most cases later on, will put Skulkers at over 100 melee attack anyway. In majority of cases. I mean, they're at 52 right now. And then if you've got like your Smash 'em Faster, that's another 24. So you can easily get them over 100 melee attack and they'll just start chunking through units. Again, this is a crap stack, it's not a doom stack though. They can be beaten. They can definitely be beaten. Just these armies are very tactical, they've got a lot of flexibility, and they can work very well. But you need to be careful. If you try and take on too much, or there's the wrong group of units in there that are highly ranked and your heroes aren't leveled up enough, you can have a problem. Your heroes and your lords play a big part in making this army work as well. It's not just the unit. So you need to be careful of that. If these are freshly recruited, be careful. Displanger. And he's still got mushroom predicted one there. Problem is they're going to change in, I think, 10 turns anyway though. And I'm still stuck. Sucks. Right. I hope you guys have enjoyed it anyway. If you have, leave a like. If you're new around here, please drop a sub, help grow the channel. And I'll catch you on the next video. Take care everyone and have a great day.